John Loyear, President of Loyear Disaster Restoration. I'd like to express my appreciation to the customers that have chosen to use our services. Over the years, we've had the opportunity to work with many wonderful people after fires, water damage, and mold issues, as well as carpet and upholstery cleaning. It's my pleasure to share some of their experiences with you.
My name is David Abramowitz. I live in Sunfish Lake, Minnesota. What happened with my situation is I was out of town. I came back around midnight, so I was already tired. I went down into my basement and felt the squash on my feet and realized that I had a flood. After checking, I realized that my sump pump had broke and had kind of leaked water. It was the springtime. And so about 12:15 a.m., I called Loyear Restoration, and they had a crew at my house really within about 40 minutes. They were wonderful. I was so happy to see them, and they were explained everything, what they were going to do, how they were going to do it, and how much time maybe I would need before we could talk about putting in new carpeting. So I felt everything was very thorough, very relaxed, and I was just so relieved that I could get somebody there immediately. I highly recommend them. He also did a project for my mother with another water disaster. So we've used Loyear Restoration a few times already.
My name is Allison, and we live in Plymouth, Minnesota. And last June we had a huge windstorm in Plymouth, and our gigantic cottonwood tree went through our roof in 10 places. And water came all the way down through the house, and including flooding the entire basement out. And so we were really in a pickle, plus all the electricity was out. My white knights came to the rescue and showed up coming into this total mess. We had wet walls, wet carpet, water all around the doors. They had the knowledge, they had very good crews, they had the equipment. Because of the work they did in those early days, we have no mold problem, we have no water issues at all, and actually the costs that the contractor had to incur were less than I know they would have been if we hadn't done things right. So saving my sanity and a lot of money all around, and I would certainly recommend them to anybody, especially if you have a large problem like that. I'm sure they're up to small things too, but you don't want just somebody that's, a smaller scale project. If you really have something important you have to have done.
Hello, my name is Jason. I'm the owner of Young Quest Fitness Center in Eden Prairie. I've been using Loyear Restoration for over 10 years. And John Loyear, the owner, has actually been a client of ours at the fitness center and worked with the trainer. And we got to know him and learned about the services. And since they've been coming in and cleaning the carpets annually at the gym, and do a great job, and we have 12,000 square feet, so it's a large facility. And they've also worked at my house and cleaned the carpets at my house and done a really good job. The technicians were really great to work with. They were on time and communicated effectively, so it really was efficient to take time out of my schedule to meet them at my house and make sure that they got the job done in a good, timely manner. And I would recommend them to any of my clients, and have actually recommend them to many of my clients and friends. So if you're looking for somebody that's trustworthy and on time and do a professional job, Loyear Restoration will do it for you.
Hello, my name is Curtis Sturm. I work at City Bella at Lyndale Avenue in Ridgefield, Minnesota. I would like to talk about one of our contractors, Loyear Restoration. They've done a great job for our building. We had a couple water leaks. First of all, they have to extract the water, and then they check in the walls and the flooring for any other damage that may have occurred. Usually removing sheetrock or flooring is the step that they take, and they do follow-ups in the days after. I can depend on them. They're prompt, timely. Their workers are really professional. They have all the paperwork that I needed, the insurance, the contacts, and it's just been a good marriage for us at this building.
Welcome to the Hills of Eden Prairie Rental Townhomes. I'm Dave Pavelka, the manager here. It was a smoke damage. It was a resident who had, for 15 years, occupied a townhome, so that the cigarette smoke had penetrated deep, and we had done many different things. And John walked in and we described the situation. I said, well, let's And that was how we first met. I had a problem. I said, well, maybe you could give us a recommendation here. And we walked over to the townhome, and we finally got down to the fact that maybe what we really needed to do was an ozone treatment. John came over and installed the thing. It was such hand-holding that I didn't believe that this was possible. Today, usually they send someone out with a machine, but John did it himself. He was getting acquainted, and it was a way that we got to know him, and he got to know us.